The battle between Isak and Newcastle is getting messier. Like, it's a mess. Isak released a statement last night because he didn't attend the PFA Awards. He's meant to be among the Premier League team of the season. He didn't attend. He made a statement that is quite unfortunate that he was not there. And he was able to, digress to other pressing issues like Newcastle allowing him to leave. He made mention of that there were promises. But right now, the promises are not kept. That there's broken trust among both parties. I think he's implying that he was promised that he can be able to leave Newcastle United. That the best possible option, he said the best possible solution for both parties is for them to part ways. That he's now asking Newcastle to let him go. On the other side, we are thinking, okay, this is now the big deal, like the damage have now been done. Newcastle released their counter statement saying that nobody promised Isak anything. That the decision, the agreement is on paper, the contract, it is in their contract. That nobody said, Isak, you can leave so and so time. In fact, they said that Isak still have 3 years, and they are encouraging the player to continue to honor his contract. Newcastle also went on to say that the condition they set for selling of Isak, they don't think anybody can match it, meaning the 150 million they set for Isak. They don't think anybody can be able to match that 150 million. And then remember, Liverpool have already placed a record fee of £125 million on the table for Newcastle. Newcastle are not budging. Newcastle are trying to prove a point that they are not easy side to be bullied. Remember, they lost to Manchester United in the signing of Shesko. They also lost in the race to sign Ekitike, lost in the race to sign João Pedro. In fact, in the attacking line, they are depleted. Isak is the only recognized striker at Newcastle. You can see the game they played against Aston Villa. They controlled all aspects of the game, but they could not be able to convert. Now, Newcastle also went further to say that Isak is open to reintegrating into the squad. That whenever he's ready to play, that they are happy to welcome him back into the squad. That Isak have a contract and he must continue to honor his contract. Remember, this is becoming a big issue, very, very big issue. Transfer window is getting to the end. And if Newcastle and Liverpool cannot be able to find an amicable solution from now to maybe 1 week, I don't think Newcastle will be in the position to force the deal to sell Isak, because there will be little time to find a replacement. Now, the question for Newcastle, are you happy to keep a player that is unhappy in the squad? You can see the reaction of game arrest, you can see the reaction of different players towards Isak. They want Isak to leave, but Newcastle are skeptical because in the transfer window this summer they have received a huge blow. So they are worried or they are scared of selling Isak, and then they'll have nothing to fall back on. Isak, on the other side, is saying that he wants to leave. It's becoming a huge mess. It's a very big mess that both teams are going against each other publicly. I believe they should be able to find a solution and they should be able to resolve this amicably. For me, Isak wants to join Liverpool. Newcastle are saying no, that they cannot be bullied. Let's see whether Newcastle will have the upper hand or Isak will finally win. Let me know what you think in the comment section about this situation. Do you think it is fair for Newcastle to hold on Isak, or do you think it's fair for Isak to pull away from Newcastle, having still 3 years left on his contract? Thank you.